right, this is going to be a controversial video because I'm going to share with you a couple of details that people who are based in Dubai and not based in Dubai, but who have done business in Dubai, have shared very confidential, dark stuff with me. And this was done a couple of years ago. Obviously, I couldn't share it at that time. I did make a video, but I'm not able to find that video where one female actually, she is in this trade and she exposed to me, she told me what she was doing. Okay, that is one. The second thing is I'm also going to give you a couple of examples of people who are doing this illegal trade in Dubai, but obviously, their details I can't share. And if you say, oh, why don't you expose them? If you know me, whoever deals with me, clients, customers, whomsoever, after I finish the call, I delete all their details. And very important disclaimer, I don't encourage people to do bad things, but people who do bad things, when they ask me for advice on good things, that's where I come in. Okay, so I'm not the consultant for, hey, can I get a fake degree? No, I'm not going to help you. Oh, can you tell me how to cheat the system? No, I'm not going to help you. Or if you tell me, yeah, how can I do this illegal cryptocurrency, pump and dump or take a loan and run away? I've actually got people ready to pay me for this kind of advice, which I've said, sorry, I'm not interested. Simply, the reason being is one is common sense. Second one is, maybe the person is an undercover agent or a cop or, someone recording and, waiting to expose me, which many people would love to. But more than anything else is I'm a family man. I don't want anything to affect my child or my wife or my peaceful existence. So I prefer to earn $10 legally than thousands of dollars illegally. Okay, this and given the online persona that I have, I've always got offers from the time of COVID to cryptocurrencies from pump and dump, big money, seriously big money, and this is not just theory. Okay, anyway, so this video is going to be slightly long. I'm going to go with the flow, so listen to it at, I don't know, 1.5x or 2x speed. Listen to it with earphones because there's going to be some bits which is not safe for children, but I'll try to keep it within the YouTube acceptable language. All right. And what I'm going to share with you is not fictitious, is not fake stories, real stories. Okay. So one second. Now, this video is going to be about the illegal sex trade. Illegal, they say, but it's obvious. Okay, sex trade that is going on in Dubai, UAE. Okay, I'm limiting it to UAE, even though there is in Bahrain, or they might be in Qatar, or they might be in every part of the world. There's something illegal. Okay, some places it's a little bit more, some it's a little bit less. But Dubai, there is lots of it. And if you don't believe me, and if you have a VPN, do this at your own risk. Just type out via the VPN or ask some of your friends abroad. Just type Dubai escorts, Dubai massage services, Dubai call girls, Dubai, whatever, UAE, Dubai, or love or whatever, and you'll come to know what I'm saying. In fact, I'm not going to give you the exact address, but they actually have websites where they feature, like, you check a restaurant, let's say, for example, restaurant X, this is the menu, this is the dish, photograph, and this is the rates. They actually have, instead of the dish, they have the female photograph, very catchy title, and click here, and then they have videos, like, when you're buying through Amazon, you have a video demo, and you have photographs with different angles and different usage. You'll get a female, nice photograph. It's like a dating site. Once you click there, use your imagination, different angles, different poses, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. They actually have a menu. If I do this, this is the rate. If I do this, this is the rate. From back, this is the rate. From front, this is the rate. One person, this is the rate. 2 people, 3 people, 5 people. Okay, 1 hour, 2 hour, quickie, longie, 1 week. Okay, to be negotiated. You get what I'm saying. Okay. Have I seen those websites? 100%. Have I spoken to someone on that website? Yes. What can I do? There are people who get in touch with me for personal branding, I guess. Okay. And yes, why do people even get in touch? You might be wondering, why the hell do people get? There are some people who end up falling in love with these kind of females. Okay, it's not just in Dubai, it's in India, it's in Thailand, it's name it. Okay. So now, what am I going to speak to you in this video? One is, I don't know, this article that you can see on the screen, I think it's shadow banned because it's not appearing on some people's feed. Be careful. I'm telling you now only, be careful if you type anything. You can get a little doo-doo. Okay. Not that if you read the article, you'll be arrested, but you know what I'm saying. Because even in USA, if you type anything that has an objectionable word, it can be Al-Qaeda, assassination, gun, or this, immediately it pops up in the FBI, they have the red list. Oh, this guy has typed how to, whatever. It'll just appear. That is, how do you think they're catching these people? Okay. So you can't fool the IT system. You're not smarter than the intelligence AI that they have. Okay. So having got that, I know this is turning out to be a long video, man. One sec. Okay. So I'll go through this video, this article, and I'll also tell you what these sex service providers or the people involved in this industry have told me. Okay. So I will share with you the real story of the real person in UAE who's doing this. There are three people, but I'll give you the stories in between so I can at least keep your attention. Okay. So now this one, I'll give you the summary. It's a very long article. Look at the screen. See, it's long. You go down and you go long, and there is this poor girl who, was a victim, and there's this tall building where one of them died. It's in Dubai, by the way. What's it? Barsan Tower. Okay. Then this guy showing his driver's license to show he's legit. This guy who does the supplying bit or whatever. There's another poor victim. Okay. So it's a long article. Very, very long. So let me give you the interesting bits. That's why you're watching my video, right? Okay. So BBC conducted a undercover investigation on a sex trafficking ring that's operating in Dubai. There are many, and I've made many videos about this in the past. Where even, have you seen, when they have a property show and they have these girls standing next to the property and saleswomen. I've even made a video of suppliers, like for example, construction, in the construction industry, for example, you're talking, this is a component for a building, for example, one, and you have to order 1 million of these. You'll not get a guy who's an expert on this. You'll get a nice, say, Russian, Uzbekistani, or Belarus, or Ukrainian, some female, or Indian also. Pakistani, depends on the guy, decision maker, what flavor he likes, or Chinese or whatever, and she'll have big, assets, and she, sir, would you like this and all that? And if you say, oh, that is a very interesting product, sir, come with me, we can sit and talk privately in the room. Not that they're going to do anything in the room, but the interest is generated. Sir, when you're free, I'll come to your office and we can talk more. I'll get the salesperson. And I was working for a company when these exhibitions were being done in Dubai, where the decision makers, the CEO or the purchase manager, all that, are given private paid vacations by these global brands. I know the brands. They will pay for 7 days holiday in Mauritius, Bali, Europe, with that sales female. She will go with him to give him the perks and benefits of this product. Okay, this product. What do you think is happening? And then when he comes back, he's very happy because he came to know all the features, and he gives a nice little contract. And yes, it's not just the sales service. He also gets a little bit of this, because this also matters, right? Commission. So it's nothing new, but this guy particularly, he runs a service. He provides a service. And his name, as per this article, is, wait, I'll show you. Where is it written here? Somewhere, Charles Mwesigwa. Vigesa? Okay, whatever. This is what the article says. Okay. So he's known as Charles Miguesa. I'll just call him Charles. Okay. So he's identified as a ringleader. Okay. Now here's the funny thing. He was a bus driver in London. Okay. Bus driver in London. Now he operates in Dubai, and he is very wealthy, successful businessman. So what service is he providing? He provides tropical fruit. Sorry, but he provides nice fruits, fruits, smelly fruits, fish, fishy fruits. Okay. So starting at $1,000 per woman per night, He also gives upgrades, or if you want some crazy stuff, as they call it, crazy stuff he gives you. And he describes his women as open-minded, very open. Everything is open. Mind is open, hands are open, legs are open, mouth is open, everything. Okay. So his the way he markets himself, it seems through TikTok. Okay. And in TikTok, if you type hashtag Dubai Porta Potty, okay, which is viewed 450 million times, that hashtag. By the way, you'll see quite a number of women in the West who saying that my friend went there or she went there. And some even with a hidden this thing, they say, I was a college student and I was told about it. And guess what? For 3 days or 5 days, I just made 1 million US dollars. Now I don't have to do that work again. Yes. Was it disgusting? Yes. Was I disturbed? Yes. But 1 million US dollars easily I made. So why should I worry about it? So we live in a day and age of OnlyFans. We live in a day and age where I guess, uh, they don't mind. By the way, you remember I told you 3 examples. I'll give you one now. I know this female. How I know this female? Well, she was not my ex. She came to me for personal branding services. And this is 16 years ago, I think. 15, not 16. 10, around the range of 10 to 15 years. She came to me and she was sitting very close to me, and we are doing it, and I could feel her leg rubbing next to my leg, and I was like, oh, okay. So, and then she was like, yeah, I want this service, that service, and she was very friendly, laughing at my jokes, and you know what happened next, okay. So she decided to have a barter exchange. Instead of cash, she would give me kind. And yes, well, I was a playboy those days. I didn't mind it. And we had a good time. Best part is she had a boyfriend who she supposed to marry in India, Delhi. And she was having a jing bang with me, which was fine. And I thought it was only with me. Later on, I found out. And that is where I ended the relationship, because she was having too many guys. Her boss in her company, she was the top performer in sales. I was like, wow, she must be really good. Until I found out the boss was shagging her nicely. And she was number one in sales because the boss was giving her all the leads and giving her all the commission. Plus, he was giving her the holidays, and they would spend time. Everyone in the company knew nobody could do anything. And then when she did depart from that company, she got another one. This time, the guy was Russian, and he had a daughter who is of her age, but she kept him happy, and he made sure she was taken care of. So who am I to complain? Her Facebook, if you actually check, anyway, I deleted her off. She has traveled around the world, and she is only a high school graduate, Indian female. She knows how to keep men happy, and she not only has now a house in India, she not only has managed to buy property, she's the only female in her family. Obviously, her family doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't want to settle down. And I think she has good amount of money, and she travels around the world. Her dream was to travel around the world. And she is having a good time with a guy who's old enough to be her grandpa. Now, do I say that she's doing anything wrong? No, she's a grown-ass adult. She knows what she's doing. She's providing a service, and there are customers or clients for her services. Okay, so what I'm telling you is, there are people who do this out of a hobby. There are people who seek sugar daddies. Please don't send me a message, I'm a sugar daddy. I'll block you in seconds. There are even guys from Pakistan who send me, I want a sugar mummy. As if I have a big supply list. Anyway, so there are some people who are doing this willingly. I'll talk to you about the female who does the hardcore stuff willingly, and I'll tell you as we are moving along. Okay. I love to keep your attention, don't I? Okay. So now this guy, what he does is, because he's from Uganda. Okay, Indians will understand that. Young Ugandan women are targeted. They are tricked into traveling to Dubai. They promise legitimate jobs in supermarkets, hotels. By the way, Africans from various parts of Africa, they have a good command of English. They are very intelligent. I've had some customers and clients. They are pretty good. The women are slightly aggressive. The men are more placid, so I'm more comfortable dealing with the men. Oh my goodness, some of the women are like crazy, very defensive. And Sorry. Okay. So they are tricked into coming to Dubai. You'll work in supermarket or hotels, but they're forced into sex upon arrival. These women are trapped through an exploitative system where they have to pay money for airfare, visa, accommodation, and so this is how these guys operate. And you have these poor victims who pay because they want to look after their family. Okay, this is a poor victim who died. If you see the screen. All right. So coming back, let's move the screen here. Okay, BBC. All right. So now clients who are mostly white Europeans. By the way, the female who spoke to me, who does this willingly, she told me it is mostly her clientele is mostly guys from Saudi, guys from Bahrain, guys from UAE. That is what she told me. Okay. And some of them are from very wealthy families. I can't elaborate more than that. And this was a conversation that we had, how many? 30, when was I? 31, 32, I think. No, 36. When I was 36 years old, she spoke to me. She is a Filipina. She had a sex change. She was a guy, became a girl. And she did this because, I don't know, initially she went into just straightforward, front and back. But later on, she found out that there was a very big demand for the Porta Potty stuff. And she found she could make up to 10 times more. Okay, this is what she told me. By the way, one Indian story of a guy who does this is coming up next. Okay, and it's true. Huh? This is not just to hold you. I'm being very honest with you from the heart, giving you as it is, one video. So what happened was, coming back, what she told me that time. Remember, she spoke to me at the age of 36. I'm 49 now. So it's not that I'm giving out her identity. I'm giving what she said. She said that the first time when she found out that the guy was from Saudi, he had made the request that I want to poop, peace on, all that poopy and stuff on you. And she was like, huh, what? She knew that all this stuff existed in the internet or those days, adult porn. But she wasn't too sure. And she didn't know whether she would enjoy it or not. So she was afraid. He, she, whatever. Finally, she said, okay, I'll first base. First base, use your imagination, not the hardcore. I'll be okay with that. If I'm okay, I'll go more. And I guess the money that was being thrown on her was too good to say no. She tried the first time. She did gag. They laughed. She couldn't take it. She went back, but later on she realized, okay, the money is good. Maybe if I keep trying, practicing, I'll be better at it. And that's how she got into that world. And by the time she had gotten in touch with me, she had been a couple of years into it. And the reason why she still continued is because she was living in the US, but she managed to purchase big properties in Philippines. She managed to take care of her entire family. Filipinos generally like that. She managed to buy big property. She managed to take care of her entire family. And, she was claiming that she's a high-profile executive. And so she didn't want to be part of this industry forever. That is why she approached me in terms of personal branding, how to go about and how to build one, but get out of this. So whatever I spoke to is kept confidential. So the point here, why I'm sharing this with you is there are people who do this willingly. There was even this female from Hong Kong. Won't give much details about her. Single mother. She didn't do the Porta Potty thing, but she got into providing, favors or sexual favors in nightclubs just because she didn't have the money to fund her education to complete her college. She wanted to complete a master's from a very reputed university, and she got into it until the duration of 5 years. She didn't have a choice. There was even a Indian female, who once again took my personal branding sessions. This was during COVID. I made a video on it. She didn't have a choice. She really didn't have a choice because she wanted to get into the airline industry. Airlines were well grounded. So she took up the private jets. But there she had to keep the manager happy, the recruitment guy happy, total 5. And they'd booked a resort outside UAE. And she cried when she told me this. She said they completely savaged, like, but she had to do it because she has to look after her husband plus her children because her husband is no good and she loves her husband. So there are even cases of such uh, individuals who don't do it because they want to do it, but they don't have a choice. And this was during COVID when there was a lockdown. So anyway, coming back to the article, and then the final example I'll give you. Uh, so clients were mostly white Europeans, according for him, but there are also lots of Arabs, mainly Arabs like this, and some of them even do it with the. There was this video, I don't know if it's available on YouTube, where this Brazilian chick, she openly, I don't know, she's a dumbass or what, she says on the video to my friend in Dubai, you have your younger brother, 11 years old, you want me to deflower him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no problem, but I'm an open-minded woman, I don't mind. We have people like that also who want to introduce their family members to it. For boys, I don't know, they consider it cool, I guess. Okay, so white Europeans with violent, degrading fetishes, they ask clients to poop poop on the women and forced to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's known as the Porta Potty. Okay, disgusting stuff. Yeah, they also involve, they want you to, the gang rape, forceful stuff, and beaten and this and that. Some people have those crazy fetishes. You can check enough and more of them online, which I don't understand. Some even bankers or respectable politicians and all that, unbelievable. And they have even chili powder. Can you believe? Oof. And they want to be tortured. They cry when I've seen some of them. I'm like, what the hell? Like, and why do they even allow these videos to be taken? Because you can be blackmailed, man. You're a dumbass. Okay, anyway. One victim believed that there is an extreme case of racial motivation, that they feel they are powerful against a person of a different race. Many black women were crying, screaming, and resisting genuinely because they didn't want to be there, which is really sad. When the victims tried to report to Dubai police, they were allegedly dismissed, and they were told, "You Africans cause problems for Africans. We don't want to get involved." And the Dubai police refused to respond to BBC request. Obviously, you can't. By the way, I'll tell you one more thing. Here's the bit, which I'm sure some of you know. The Dubai intelligence, the Dubai CID, Criminal Investigation Department, the Dubai police, they all know all this is happening. I myself asked one Dubai, a contact, he knew a lot of these Dubai police. One of them came for a party, he's actually Marathi, and I just casually asked him, because they were, sitting in a party, I said, may I ask you something if you don't feel bad? He's saying, go ahead. Many people ask me because I'm from Dubai police. I told him, all this stuff takes place, prostitution, this and that. He's saying, yeah, everyone knows it. Everybody knows it. But as you do it quietly, you don't trouble anyone. You're happy, they're happy. If anyone complains, then we take action. So that is as far as it goes. Okay. But here what happened is, if you see the screen, you'll see this building. This is the Varsan Tower. This girl, Monique, same girl, Monique, this poor girl, she fell down. I'll show you one link. Wait, let me first speak on this. The investigation led to two females from Uganda, Monique Karugi and Kaila Berugi. Sorry if I've murdered their names. Sorry for the pun. Okay. They fell down from the high-rise tower. Their deaths were ruled as suicide. Now, here's the thing. For those of you who believe that this was a suicide, there was this... check this out. Look at the screen. You remember this one? This model was found dead. This girl. Okay, it was all over. Sorry, it's too much of her. She's exposing too much. Okay. This female was found dead. Suicide. Okay. The thing is, most of these females, when they try to resist or they want to get out, they don't want to be part of this ring. Somehow, mysteriously, they fall down. They fall from the high-rise building. So, and it's considered suicide. What had happened was, this female, her name is Monica, if you see the screen, she had just found a legitimate job. She found a legit job and she wanted to escape this guy's network. And she moved to a new apartment. However, it seems she accidentally fell down. Her toxicology report showed she didn't have any drugs, she didn't have any alcohol. So the advice is contradictory. But then again, who's bothered? And even though they proved it that she didn't have drugs or alcohol in the system, they still said she committed suicide. Her relative who confronted this man said she um, told him that she's not the first one to die and she'll not be the last one. Okay, she told in the report. The unfortunate thing is this poor girl's body was never returned to her family. She's buried in an unmarked grave in Dubai. And it's sadly, it is typed as unknown. Now, coming to the conclusion, okay, it seems that a lot of these activities take place. See, this guy here, too, when the undercover guy met him, he even gave his driver's license to show that he's legit. He has claimed that he denies the allegation. He says that he's just a party person who provides host models and he's not involved in all this. When they went to Dubai police also denied. So now what is the final last bit that I wanted to tell you in this? Okay, this is about an Indian. Now, this happened around, I'm 48, right? This happened when I just came down to Thailand and I was building my personal brand. And I was speaking those days, many videos about Dubai, UAE, many videos, and the Sheikh family and all that. I had one of these contacts who used to give me these news. So this guy got in touch with me. At first, Indian guy, can't give you specific from which part, but I'll tell you he's from South India. Okay. So he was into website building, he was into SEO, he was into, social media marketing. This is before AI. And he came to me because he wanted to build his own personal brand. Now, he stayed in Dubai. He went there as an employee. They paid him just hardly, I think, $300, $400. And then he got cheated by the owner. So he got very disappointed, but he had a fighting spirit. So he took a visa. He opened up a free zone company, his own. Those days, but this was before COVID. So there were no, independent visas, all that. So he opened up a small company. And he employed people in India where he would get the business and they would execute. So he'd make some money. But still, business was tough. And one fine day, obviously, he's a bachelor. And he decided to go to, these massage areas and get one girl, just to relax for some time. So he went there, got one girl from Russia, had a good time. She was nice to him. Okay, fine. So done. He took her number. She said, next time you can contact me directly. No need through the website because someone else was taking commission. So he called her, the same girl, second time, had a good time. They became a little bit more friendly. Then when he went, I think after the third or fourth time, this is what he has told me. She finally told him, they started to get to know each other. They would have food after having their jing bang. So when he told her that he does websites, SEO and all that, she said, this guy, I post on his website, he takes a big commission. Can you help me make an independent website whereby instead of giving him high commission, which he takes maybe sometimes up to 50% and all that I'll pay you money and, I can save some money. So he suggested, okay, instead of paying that guy such a high amount, why don't we agree a deal between ourselves where I'll make a website and I'll take a small percentage, I'll maintain the website, make sure that I don't know how he managed to do the SEO or whatever. And you give me a small commission based not on the website, based on the customer you get. Okay. So she was very happy. She was like, oh, okay. So I don't have to pay for the website, don't have to pay for the membership, don't have to pay for advertising, don't have to pay only end customer. So she would save a lot of money there. And it's based on results. So instead of paying the old guy for registration, for featuring herself, advertising and everything else, here was the guy who would actually do it and he would do it for much more cheaper. And plus, he kind of liked her. And so they started off on the deal and while he would still take her services and she started to get the benefits. Very soon she introduced him to another female. So now he had two clients. And before you know it, within I think a period of 1 to 2 years, he had a sizable chunk of people. All he was managing their websites, all he was managing the SEOs, and all who would pay him commission. He had structured a system whereby if there was a confirmation, they were very transparent with him for that. And they were honest and truthful with him because he would promote them based on this understanding. And very soon he created I guess he merged all of them, created a single website, more like a Tinder kind of a profile. And he went into apps and this and that, and I don't know what all. I'm not too sure, apps bit, but the website, all that I saw. Okay. So why did he come to me? Because he left Dubai. He left Dubai after he started making money because he knew that what he was doing was not legal. So he went to this country, which I'll not name, and there he was minting money. Okay. In fact, to give you an idea, he would become a millionaire within a few more years. $1 million, a million, which he never thought was possible. However, he was a smart guy. He knew that he can't depend on this forever. Okay. That time, I don't know if there was OnlyFans. I don't think so. I'm not too sure. Okay. I'm being honest with you. Okay. So he said, I want to diversify into other areas, which is legit. Okay. So that is where he took my business. Now, this is what he told me, that there are many females who want to get into this line of work. Remember, this is before OnlyFans was a thing. And he said he was making a lot of money. That means the females are also making a lot of money. Okay. And what surprised me even more is he said that all these websites that are being run, surprisingly, which took me off by surprise, he's saying they are run by Indians. I was like, what? Saying, yes, Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis. He's saying it's not the Europeans or the Western countries. He's saying, why? Because they do it for much more cheaper. And the customers, some of them, he said, you'll not believe who the customers are. And some of them, after they get a rich guy, they said they want them to be like a wife, permanently for them only. And they'll pay them a salary per month. They'll buy them a house. You just have to stay there and, be exclusively for him. So, yeah. So, this was the actual thing that happened. And he told me that he was not hurting or harming anyone. He was not forcing anyone. They came to him willingly. And yes. But yeah, he was making shit ton of money. So anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you. And what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to justify what these people are doing. But what I'm telling you, yes, it is an exploitative industry, but there are some people who do this willingly. So there's more of exploitation, but many who want easy money. Hope this, kind of revealed to you some things. This Porta Potty is not fake. It is very much real. I've actually spoken to people who do this for a living. But I don't encourage them to get in touch with me because I only want to focus on the legal side of what I do. Personal branding, self-improvement. I don't want, how can I enhance this business? No thanks. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Have you come across anything like this? I'm not interested to know, oh, I did this, oh, here is a video. No, forget all that. I'm not interested. But yeah, if there's anything worthwhile to share, do share. And one final thing I'll tell you, there are some who genuinely bullshit, but there are many others who do it, they don't talk about it. And yes, it is an industry that exists. Vice made a documentary, and some of them is seriously, like in UK, they book a VIP kind of a hotel, the big guys, ruling family, multimillionaires, and then they pay so much money to ensure everything is cleaned up and nothing remains. And some even borderline to even death, which is another video in itself. Anyway, good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope this video added some insight. This is me signing off. You guys take care.